afternoon, Lubbock. Welcome to the 7th pod, Dammit. Thank you for making it with us this far. We've got a pretty good show lineup for you guys today, including Guess That Celebrity Tweet, the worst and best reality TV shows, and our favorite/comfort food here in Lubbock. I'm Perry, joined with
Caitlin,
DG,
Austin,
and Silas.
All right, you guys ready to kick it off?
Let's do it.
All right, I'm excited. So, last night I was trying to come up with topics for today, and I just couldn't help but procrastinate on Twitter. So, of course, I was like, why not just bring Twitter into it? There's a lot of infamous celebrity tweets out there. So, let's just go ahead and jump right in. Okay, so I'm going to try to give you some hints within the title, kind of help narrow down the celebrity, and then I'll read the tweet for you and go ahead and feel free to guess. Some of these may be a little bit harder, I think, for the boys based on the genre, but I know you got this.
Thank you.
All right. So on August 29th, 2010, which Kardashian tweeted, "Cowabunga, dudettes. I'm so pumped to be on this surfing kick. Who else surfs out there? Gnarly day in the H2O. Riding waves."
Kim Kardashian.
Nice. Yeah, I feel like that's probably the only Kardashian
that would say something extremely strange like that.
Well, she lost her earring in the ocean.
Yeah.
She should have put that in there.
Yeah.
May have predated it. Okay. This is one of my personal favorites. Which $50 rapper tweeted out, "I can't believe my grandmother's making me take out the garbage. I'm rich. Bleep. This is going home. I don't need this. Bleep."
50 Cent.
Yes.
$50 rapper.
I was like, I was trying to like look up notable things about him, and there was
None.
not to my knowledge, but you know. Are you guys familiar with the show Parks and Rec?
Yeah.
Okay. Which Parks and Rec star tweeted out, quote, "Yo, at Barack Obama, come over"?
Oh, what's his name?
Blonde?
No.
The girl who plays Leslie?
No.
No?
It is a girl, if that helps.
Oh.
Oh, well, then that rules out my guess.
What's her name? Aubrey?
Yes,
Yes.
Aubrey Plaza. Yeah, I thought that was a pretty good one. Okay,
I
let's
hear her
see.
saying it too.
This one's gonna be a little bit vague, but I have a double hint if you need extra help.
Beyonce.
This Canadian singer tweeted, "Why is Rhode Island nor a road nor an island?"
Is that Justin Bieber?
Yes, it was Justin.
Hi.
I honestly was gonna guess the same thing because
Yeah.
I only know one Canadian.
Isn't
like,
Drake Canadian?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess he's the
Celine
only
Dion.
one.
Yeah, but he's.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Drake's more of a rapper, whereas Justin Bieber's more of a singer. So.
Okay, this is a rapper who is also known for his appearances in Law and Order. Quote, "Ice cold fact.
Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Wherever someone is
Ice-T.
talking beep and says, 'Ice, you're old,' that's a fact. Where's the diss?"
Ice Cube.
I thought
Yeah.
that was pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. This rapper began his career at Chicken Express as a teenager. Quote, "Is meatball and fruit."
I'm sorry. Please repeat that.
Is meatball and fruit.
Is a rapper?
He's a rapper. He's from Grapevine, Texas.
Is it Post Malone?
It is Post Malone.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Nice.
guess the other. What's his name? Keep going. I'll figure
Okay,
this out.
okay. I feel like you're going to say Lil Peep.
No, Travis Scott.
Oh, that's not a bad guess. Okay. We talked about this celebrity on the last Super Summer Spectacular Especial. She tweeted, quote, "Does anyone think global warming is a good thing? I love Lady Gaga. I think she's a really interesting artist."
Britney Spears.
Yes.
I wasn't even on that last show, and I already know who that is.
Yeah.
That just sounds like a Britney Spears quote.
There's been
Or
more that's
tweet.
come out about the Britney Spears case, and
Yeah.
Jamie Lynn, her daughter, is
Yeah.
now on the chopping block.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Sister.
Sister? Isn't her daughter named Jamie Lynn? Jamie Lynn Spears?
That's the girl that plays Zoe. In
Yeah,
211,
yeah.
Jamie Lynn.
That's her sister?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Because Jamie got pregnant, and that's why the
Yes.
show... Guys, lol, sorry. Okay,
Already
so
found it.
this next person is pretty famous for his tweets. He said, "You can say anything as long as you put the right emoji next to it." He's also known for saying, "I low-key don't bleep with that bleep, Stormy."
Kanye.
It is Kanye. Nice. Okay, Caitlin, clean sweep on that one,
Yeah.
pretty much. That's pretty good. Next time I can try to pick some more celebrities that are verse, but I feel like our celebrity interests do not cross over.
No.
No.
We could do
Our
Like a
celebrity-
politician. I should have put a Donald Trump one in there because
I
he,
was going to say Donald
he,
Trump.
he is
Yeah.
notable for his tweets as well.
Wrong.
All right, the next thing I wanted to talk about was reality TV shows because I was watching Netflix yesterday, watching their original Too Hot to Handle, which is a reality TV show where a bunch of hot people go to an island and they're not allowed to have any like physical intimacy. And so basically the name of the game is like they have a prize pool of $100,000, and anytime they have a form of physical intimacy, whether it's like a caress or something more advanced than that, their prize pool is depleted of the money. So, honestly, kind of a dumb concept.
But I will say, when it came out last summer, I watched it in 2 days.
Oh, I'm definitely still watching it. I definitely think it's dumb.
I was in lockdown, right? It was
Yeah.
like COVID, so I was like, I have nothing better to do with myself.
So this kind of got me thinking about reality TV shows. There's a plethora of different kind of shows out there. There's like game shows like America's Got Talent and American Idol. There's also lifestyle like Keeping Up with the Kardashians and Real Housewives. My personal favorite is the love category like Bachelor in Paradise and Love is Blind. But in my opinion, there's reality TV for everyone because there's like Ink Master, Shark Tank, Selling to Sunset, any kind of aspect to its show out there. So I kind of wanted to get the consensus on what makes a good reality TV show in your own personal opinion. And is bad reality TV technically good?
I feel like the more dumb it is and the more it's just like, it's just stupid,
Silly
the
little
better
concept.
it
Yeah.
is because, I don't know, I feel like those are always like full of drama as well. I love drama. I love watching it.
I do too.
It's not my life, so if I can watch it on the screen. I don't know, like the love is like the love shows.
Mhm.
Some of them are really like good and then some of them are just kind of annoying.
I agree.
But I think the more dumb it is and the more drama filled, the better.
Good. I agree.
Thank you.
What kind of reality shows do you guys watch?
Probably the game shows. Of course, when you say reality, the first reality TV show I thought of was Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Oh, that's a good
Weakest
one,
Link.
Deal or No
love
Deal?
Weakest Link.
Survivor, I think, was one of
Yes.
the earliest and long-running ones. So I think those are okay. Game shows have always been reality. We just
Yeah.
didn't call them reality TV back in the day. You know, The Family Feud, I always liked that one. Thought that was, and that had drama too if you really
Yeah.
watched
Yes.
closely. But you know what Caitlin's talking about is, I guess, what we would call, or what I would define as non-scripted reality
Yes.
television.
Mm-hmm.
And my understanding is that most of that, especially the love/lust ones, are mostly fictitious. They're completely
Mhm.
made up. You know, whatever whatever the producers win this week for whoever we're going to sponsor or support,
Right.
that's who we're going to, you know. So I usually don't watch a lot of reality TV, honestly.
Do you watch those like house shows where they? I don't even remember what they're
So
like.
it's like the
Fixer-Upper.
Yeah. Wait, the Property Brothers.
I love the Property Brothers.
Yeah, there used to be one. It was on ABC. What was it?
Extreme
Model-
Makeover Home Edition?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that's it. Yeah, and I think that was also had a lot of problems with it because it wasn't truly reality. They had, you know.
They also on that, it got to the point when they were making these houses so extravagant and all that, but then these people couldn't afford it.
Yeah, they couldn't afford to live in them
Yeah,
because the
and
taxes were
so-
too high.
Yeah, so
Yeah, so there is. I think you're right. There's all kinds of reality television, what we call reality television. Have we gone through peak reality? I don't think so. Most of the cable fare is still living quite
Yeah.
well. I do take it back. I guess. Yes, I'll admit this. I did watch with my wife. Say Yes to the Dress.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a good
So,
show.
Yeah.
it's full of drama.
Oh, Four
Oh,
Weddings.
it's got-
Have you seen
it's
that?
got all
Yeah.
kinds of drama. What was the one about the makeover?
What Not
Queer
to
Eye
Wear?
for the
Oh,
straight
that's a
guy.
good one though.
Yeah,
I was gonna say what not
Because
to
they do a
wear.
good
Yeah.
job. What Not to Wear was
TLC.
good too.
yeah. TLC, just about anything on TLC, anything on.
19 and counting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get into the baby. What do you call it?
Toddlers and Terras.
That one.
I love that
And what
show.
was the other one where?
Honey
from,
Boo Boo?
From Not to Hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm sorry. It just insults my intelligence. I'm like, no, I'm sorry. I'm just not gonna
Yeah.
do that.
Well, what do you think makes a good reality TV show? Whether it's like something like Honey Boo Boo on TLC or if it's like Shark Tank.
Well, I think every single one of them is pandering to the lowest common denominator because they're going after ratings, pure and simple. I mean, Caitlin said it best. What's the best drama that you'll watch? Well, if it's got slanderous people in scantily clad clothes, yeah, I'll watch it. Just about anything on History Channel, I think, passes for reality television. Aliens, ancient alien. It's not based on history. In fact, a lot of the cable stuff that I'm seeing on cable networks, it's not really worthy of my time. Some of it I'll watch. What was the cooking one?
Like the one with Gordon Ramsay?
No, I mean there's the whole
Yeah.
cooking channel. He owned the bakery.
Oh,
It was
Carlos
Cake-
Bakery. Yeah.
Cake
Boss.
Cake
Yeah.
Boss. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I did like that one because I like cake.
I did too,
I
even though
like-
most of it was made out of PVC pipe
Right,
and
that's
Rice Krispies.
I like Triple D.
What's
Diners,
that?
Drive-Ins, and Dives.
Oh,
With
yeah,
Guy
Guy
Fieri.
Fieri.
Yeah.
Oh, he's.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be him for Halloween. I'm gonna switch between him and Pitbull for Halloween.
Now we did watch
Crossover?
Yeah.
Bar Rescue back when it was still good.
Okay.
Before it went off, it jumped the shark. But yeah, Bar Rescue was good. Yeah, these places. Who was the guy? Gordon Ramsay. We could go in and restaurant.
Yeah.
Rescue restaurant or
Yeah.
whatever.
Nick watches Gordon Ramsay on his lunch break. Austin and Silas, do you watch any reality TV?
No, not, or at least not on a daily basis like y'all are like y'all
Mm-hmm.
y'all
I
do.
don't think we're saying
Is
daily basis,
football
it's
reality
just-
TV?
Ooh.
I think
No.
I think the pregame show is.
Yeah, the
Because
pre-
it's unscripted
I
reality
will
TV.
no, I will agree with that. Most of the pregame shows are unscripted, and yes, I will agree that is reality TV. The game itself, no, I do not. I don't know. I feel like
I don't
for
know,
me,
judging by some of the outcome of those games, I
Yeah.
think they're scripted.
Yeah, you would
They're
say
Talk
that.
cheating.
about the Super Bowl when the Broncos won a few years ago.
Yes.
We all know. We all know.
Broncos were better, plain and simple. Move on.
No.
You say
anyway.
you think Cam Newton and the
Here we
Panthers
go.
were better.
Here we go. The pod
We're talking
Dammit
about
drama.
reality TV.
Me
Tell
having
me-
literally no idea what they're talking about.
Don't
Yeah.
don't let my
Silas?
sports side come out of this. Don't.
Silas, do you watch
Silas.
reality TV?
I don't really watch reality TV. No, I used to watch a lot of the Food Channel,
Oh, okay.
which, see, I like the Wipeout, like the Ninja
yeah.
Warrior,
Yeah,
the
the
ga-
Food Channel, where it's like it's not scripted. It's just pure like or
Just
I'd
guys
say
being
pure
dudes.
skills. Like,
Guys being nudes.
it's just like people like taking like their craft and their expertise and their competing with other people like that. So
Like
that's
the
kinda your-
Olympics?
yeah, kind of. Yeah.
I feel like the and
reality.
this is like on the border of reality TV, but it was an and I don't know if it's still on, but it was a show called Tanked on Animal Planet, where it was about a pair or some brother-in-laws who owned a giant aquarium business.
Oh, I've seen that.
And they would go around and build giant aquariums. That I thought was hilarious because it reminds me of my family most of the time. But,
Yeah. No, my dad's super into TV like that. We watched
So
a
like
lot of that.
I don't know if you would consider that reality TV because a lot of it I think is unscripted, but there are like certain parts of it that like are scripted, which is like them going back and telling you about the build process and all that. So I'm like, okay, it's a borderline reality TV, but for me it's mostly Wipeout, Ninja Warrior. What was an old one? There was an old one called Gladiator that me and my family watched. That was like really
American
fun.
Gladiator.
That one was really good. So
I think when it comes to my side of reality TV, I love trash TV because I love to sleep with noise. And so I'll put on like just some stupid reality
Yeah.
show. And so when I wake up and I've missed 4 episodes, it doesn't matter. But I think one of my favorite reality shows is something called Are You the One? Have you guys heard of that?
Yeah.
They got like 10 guys and 10 girls and they had to fill out a matchmaking form. And so one of the 10 guys and 10 girls were a match and they were all put into a house and they had to figure out who their perfect matches were. And if you figured out all 10 perfect matches, you won the prize money. And it sounds stupid, and it was, but it was really good.
Well, I thought that Love is Blind.
Yes.
That one was interesting.
That one's bizarre.
It was crazy.
Have you seen the new Sexy Beast?
No.
That Netflix, we talked about it on last Friday's podcast, but Sexy Beast is a person.
I had a nightmare. I had a nightmare this weekend about that show.
Yeah, if you've seen the pictures, it's pretty disturbing. But it's one person, and they're given 3 potential matches, and they're all in like costume essentially. It's like extreme SFX makeup, and so they cannot see what the other person looks like. But they're all SFX makeup to look like animals, or like one
Oh.
girl was dressed up as the devil, and they go on dates out in public with this like elaborate makeup on.
Think a basically a dating show, but for furries, essentially.
Halloween Town. They look like Halloween Town
That's
characters, in my
interesting.
opinion. Yeah, and everyone has seen the photos on Twitter and stuff, and they're like, "What is this?" It's
But
very...
you know people are gonna eat it up.
Oh, for sure. July 21st is when it comes out. They've already signed up for 2 seasons. I'm definitely gonna tune in. We could all watch
Yeah.
the first episode and talk about it on air.
I don't know if I could watch it. I really don't. but
well, you can sit out that episode.
I will try. I will try.
Okay, good.
So.
Some of my other favorite reality TV shows are Project Runway. I think that one's probably a little more proactive because it's like an actual end result and
Right.
career out of something. And RuPaul's Drag Race.
I like America's Next Top Model.
That one's good. Tyra Banks is a character.
So you
She
think you
is.
can dance? Is that still on?
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
They always just pick like the worst celebrities though.
Yeah.
Or like the ones you're rooting for always get booted off at the beginning.
Of course.
Wait,
Wasn't Tanya
what's-
Harding on there?
Tanya Harding?
I
Oh, you
thought
think
she-
you can dance?
No, wait, what's that? Is that So You Think You Can Dance, the one with the celebrity?
Are you
No, no,
thinking
no,
of
no.
Dancing with the Stars?
You're
Dancing with the Stars.
That's
Okay,
what
okay,
you're
okay.
thinking of.
So
Yeah,
You Think
yeah.
You Can Dance is the kids.
They're
or,
actual
like,
dancers.
yeah.
I mean, they
I don't
have
know
to
if
be
I
able
kn-
to dance.
Like I've heard the name, but I could not tell
It has,
you anything
that's one
about
that has
it.
J-Lo, right?
Nigel, what's his name? Nigel.
I think that
Oh,
I know the J-Lo one too, though. I can't think of what the name
that,
of it is.
that's the
though.
dancing one as well. And I
Yeah.
like that one.
I do too. Do you like the singing ones, like The Voice or
I like the
American
voice,
Idol?
but I think the masked singer is stupid.
Oh, I do too. But that one's based
Watch
off of
that.
another. I think that one's based off of a Korean or Japanese
Yeah.
television show.
They almost all are. They're either
Yeah.
European or Asian. So.
Now, I will say this after doing a bit of research. I have seen a few more reality TV shows, but I mean,
Okay.
so one was Fast and Loud with the, well, what's his name? It's the Gas Monkey car shop down in Dallas, Texas. It
Okay.
follows that, or I can't remember what the owner's name. Richard Rawlings. There we go. And how they build, like they do super builds with cars. Deadliest Catch, I think, is another one, and then the other one was what is it? I think it's Counting Cars, which is another reality TV car show. So,
Would you consider late night talk shows or daytime talk shows reality TV?
that's a tough one because I feel like when it's the same thing with like this. I feel like it's the same with the sports like pregame shows because like when they're rattling off like facts and stuff like that, then you know it's scripted because because I bet you they're reading it, or when they're doing like a sponsor or something. But when they're actually like talking to each other, it's or to a guest, it's unscripted. So that's another one of those where I think it's on the border of being reality TV or scripted.
Okay.
So
I also have this map here of the most popular reality TV show in every single state. If you guys are curious about what's going on, do you have any guesses of what Texas could be?
I feel like
It narrows on the end of like I don't like the Keeping Up with the Kardashians kind of style.
Is
It's
it
not.
like the Real
wait,
Housewives
is this
of-
about? No, that's not it.
Say
That's
that again.
Is it like the Real Housewives of like?
It is the Real Housewives of Dallas
Yeah.
is the number one.
oh, I
in
would not.
Texas.
I was completely
Is it?
wrong.
Do we have any other requests of other states?
Colorado.
California.
California's
California.
is the Real Housewives of Orange County.
Really?
You said Colorado.
Mhm.
I believe that one is. I'm looking at the right one. I'm going Shark Tank.
Really?
Yeah,
What about New York?
New York, the Real Housewives
I was just
of
New York.
Beverly Hills.
I bet you money if you
Yeah.
had said Texas, California, or New York, I'd have said the Real Housewives of Dallas, Orange County,
Keeping Up
and
with
New
the
York.
Kardashians wasn't in California.
I don't even see that on the list. I see Duck Dynasty,
Yeah.
Mythbusters.
Wait, I was gonna say Mississippi or Louisiana.
Actually Arkansas.
Really?
Interesting.
Really?
Mythbusters for North Dakota,
That
and
doesn't surprise me.
Storage Wars for South Dakota.
Huh.
I think that's pretty interesting. Little People, Big World is Oregon.
Oh,
That
Yeah.
one's a bad one.
What about Alaska?
yeah.
Alaska is Deadliest Catch.
Yeah,
That
on
makes
brand.
I
I would-
honestly would have guessed that.
Ohio?
Ohio. Like my
Living with LeBron
History.
James.
oh,
or something.
Dance Moms.
Dance.
Huh.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Oh.
love that. I
What
think because it was it Kathy's who is in Ohio? Because they were. I think the Dance Moms Abby Lee was in Pennsylvania, and I think
Yeah.
was it
Can't think of.
Candy Apples? Candy Apple Studio with Kathy, I think, was in Ohio.
About
Okay,
Florida.
I have. Oh yeah, Florida. Go first.
Oh, Florida Shark Tank.
What about South Carolina?
South Carolina is something called Southern Charm.
Okay, yeah, I've seen that.
I'm not familiar with that.
Mom-
North Carolina's Married at First Sight. I haven't seen that either.
That's
I've seen the
interesting
Southern
one.
Charm one. My
What's,
mom watches it all the time when we go.
Mississippi.
Mississippi, let's see. Must have got cut off on my list. But if I'm reading them out correctly, Fast and Loud.
What about Alabama?
Alabama, The Bachelorette. The Bachelorette dominates a lot of the
I was gonna
states.
say.
Yeah. Especially Wisconsin, Iowa, and Michigan.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
And Bachelor in Paradise is on there.
New Mexico.
New Mexico is The Voice. The Voice also dominates a lot. Tennessee, that one makes
Yeah.
sense though. Kentucky, let's see, is that Mississippi? Not Mississippi.
You know, I'm shocked that
Missouri?
Minnesota.
Minnesota?
Yeah.
I'm shocked that that Fast and Loud is more popular in Mississippi than in Texas, because
Yeah.
that show is based in Dallas. So
What about Arizona?
Arizona.
the Real
Master
Housewives.
Chef.
No, I was going to say the Real
MasterChef?
Housewives.
Yes.
Really? What about Nevada?
Nevada. Hell's Kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah. There's also one called Expedition Unknown on here. I'm not too familiar with that.
That's a History Channel
Oh.
show.
Survivor is only on here like once. Interesting. But anyway, that's like the mix
That's
we
cool,
got
though.
across the states, yeah. So, yeah. Wrapped it up in a little bow. There you go. The last segment we got for you guys today is talking about food, because who doesn't like to talk about food? It's one of my favorite segments that we did on Good Morning Texas Tech, and I think it's great to talk about local Lubbock establishments because there's quite a lot of them. I was talking to, I think it was Jared the other day, about how I feel like my time in Lubbock is coming to a close, and I've done such a bad job at eating out locally. I feel like I need to get more out there. So that's another reason I like having these conversations, is so I have more of a repertoire of where to go.
Yes.
So do you guys have any favorite restaurant, like your go-to restaurant or favorite comfort food here in Lubbock?
Cast iron
Mine.
grill, 100%.
I've never tried that one actually, but I go to Garcia's
Okay.
or oh my gosh, how did I just go blank? I don't know. Garcia's though, it's over on Slide, and it's a really small Mexican restaurant, but the best.
What do you get there?
I usually get cucumber Chilton or margarita.
Ooh,
I'll
okay.
get like one of those, and then I always get the nachos or
Have you been to
avocado enchiladas.
Taqueria Jalisco
Yes.
on Q?
Yes.
And
That's a
then
good
what's
one.
the one out on Clovis Road? Montelongo's, I
Yes, I've been
Never
there.
tried that
Montelongo's
one.
good.
They have live music sometimes.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for live music at a restaurant.
I'm gonna look up the other restaurant to tell you I'll go to.
If you want high-end,
Mm-hmm.
Abuelos.
Abuelos is
Really?
Abuelos is
I go
good.
to
This is really
Albaron's.
Albaron's is also
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
Caprock Cafe.
Really?
on,
Okay.
34th?
The other. It's
The other
off
one's
of
on
82nd.
a slide
Okay.
and 82nd.
82nd and Slide. All right.
The queso.
Almost.
Yeah. I think my favorite is Tiki Shack because I love chicken tikka masala.
Okay. Never tried
Also,
that.
Italian Garden is also a
Okay.
great one.
Italian Garden's pretty good downtown. Giorgio's downtown.
I tried a new place recently, the Honeycomb Pie Shop. Have you guys ever been there? Of course, it's primarily a pie shop, but they also have like sandwiches and things like that.
Okay.
They used to, if it's the same people, they used to have one on the Square and Level End, but I think
They might.
had to shut down because of COVID. But yeah, Pie
Yeah.
Shop is always good.
It was really good. I love coconut cream pie. I love it.
George's Cafe. I think that's over.
Oh, I know.
Fourth?
Yes.
Yeah,
Just
Yeah.
inside
That's
the
really
living
good,
room.
yeah.
There's also another one on 82nd around Upland and Milwaukee.
Red Zone Cafe, 35th and Slide is really good.
What do you get there?
Just about anything. They've got breakfast
Just
all
food,
day.
yeah.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
When it's not just like a breakfast place, but they've got it.
Yeah. I
Oh,
love-
Picante's is another really good restaurant. Or Mexican
Picante's is
food
good?
restaurant. It's on 34th.
I feel like my top three as far as Lubbock is Spanky's for sure.
Okay.
Because we go there, just the fried cheese is. Mwah. The second one is probably going to be Orlando's. My mom and dad will.
Which location?
I go to the one on Q because I live closer to there, but I've been to both. So
We're on 20.
it's on Indiana,
Yeah,
and
but it's what do you say, 26th and Q? It's just up from
26th,
Taqueria,
yeah.
Jalisco, and then their other location is Indiana and the Loop.
yeah. And then the last one is why am I drawing a blank on the name? But it's out by shoot.
What kind of food?
It's that hot raw place on the outside of town. That it's like it looks like an old school like.
Oh, Cook's Garage.
Yeah, Cook's Garage. That one.
Okay. Cook's
I've never
Garage.
been there because it kind of
They-
intimidates me.
Well, they've got food and stuff, but
Yeah.
typically people go there
Yeah.
for music or whatever.
Dancing,
But
Yeah, it's more of like a I don't want to say a dive bar, but more of like a music bar essentially, where you go there for like live music or to hang out or like for a car show or something. But I mean, they've got some pretty good food.
Yeah.
Those are my 3.
Evie Mays is also.
Oh, I forgot about Evie Mays. Oh,
What's that?
that is the
It's,
best barbecue you will ever have.
Okay.
I promise you
got
that.
it.
Where is
But-
it?
It's out on
It's in Wolfforth.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember the exact.
So you know where-
street it's off of.
What road is like you know where Main Event and Sam's Club and like that little
Yeah, it's
shopping
off
area is?
Marcia in Milwaukee.
Yeah, if you go like a little ways down that way, it's like on the left.
Okay.
And like it I love it. I mean, they've got good barbecue and stuff like that, but also and hopefully this will go back to but before COVID, cuz the line was so long, they had like a horse feeding trots full of beer for you to drink while you waited in line to order food.
I
So
don't know what that means.
I was gonna. Sorry.
Go ahead.
before You mentioned pie, and I forgot the pie bar.
Oh, yeah.
Where's that at?
It's
There's
It's
one
on
location on
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you just walk in, and I mean, do you know what it is? I guess.
Well, when you say pie bar, I have a pretty good idea.
Well, but they
It's
have.
basically DIY a pie.
Yes, but then they
Oh.
also have they
So-
have something else as well. But it's like they have like the pre-made, and then you can go in and choose like your crust or whatever, and then like your filling and toppings.
Yeah,
And
it's
they've
good.
got like 3 different
DG just found a
sizes.
new restaurant to eat at.
But it's pretty good because they have like it's like a mousse type or like a whipped top, and
Yeah.
it's
Wow.
tasty. So
I like some of the chains that I like. Cheesecake Factory was pretty good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it closed. And what was the name of it? I guess it doesn't matter because they closed. There's several places. Growing up here in Lubbock, I could probably tell you some old places that don't exist anymore, if I can remember the name. But there's a lot of good places to eat that are local. They're
Yeah.
inexpensive, off campus.
Mm-hmm.
Capital Pizza is really good. Their original location is over there off of was it 23rd in Boston, over there next to a J&B in that little strip mall there across from the grocery store. Their other location is out on 82nd and Slide. And I actually ate there, I guess, right before COVID was, the height of the pandemic. They were allowing you to sit and eat, but, social distance. It was really good pizza. What else? There's a lot of good places. There's lots of barbecue joints. Bigham's just opened a new place out on Slide. Milwaukee and
Yeah.
50th.
So-
Where the old Steak and Shake used to be.
Yes.
Rest in
And
peace.
Cracker Barrel. We like
Yeah.
Cracker Barrel. We like Roses.
Mhm.
Roses a
I
lot.
love
I
roasted.
was gonna say, or one that me and my dad will go eat, or me, my dad, and my brother will go eat at a lot is one guy from Italy
Yeah.
on University. So
They've got a second location, 50th and Quaker, and
Yep.
they just bought out. Well, they bought out Giorgio's before the pandemic. So Giorgio's is run by the same people, but it's a similar setup. And then Dario is going to be opening his own place out on Milwaukee.
Wow. Okay.
So, and then were we discussing this? I think Josh was in on it. No, maybe it was our meeting. It was one of our IT meetings, and Josh and I were like, because one guy from Italy is opening a place in La Mesa.
Oh.
Of all the towns
Yeah.
on the South Plains, they're actually opening up in La Mesa. And the story was that they had cleared some hurdle with the city council that the city council finally approved. And I was like, what do they need approval for? Well, because they serve alcohol and La Mesa is a dry town. So that's what the story was. But not only is he opening a new restaurant on Milwaukee, but it sounds like they're getting a new store down in Dawson County, which would be fantastic. So, but yeah, one guy from Italy has been a long time. I remember eating there when I was a tech student back in the day. What are some other places? There's lots of good places.
Pepe's is a really good pizza place on 98th in Indiana.
What's that?
Pepe's?
Pepe's?
Oh, I've
Okay.
seen that. I Google a lot of restaurants in my spare time, and I've seen that one. I think one of my personal favorites is Flippers, just because of like the memories there. And
Yeah.
they have this thing they call it the quarantine quesadilla, and it's just like Philly cheesesteak in a quesadilla, and it comes
man,
with
that sounds
avocado
good.
ranch. It's so good.
you were talking about like chain restaurants earlier. There's one that it started in Amarillo, but they've got 2 locations here. It's either Blue Sky or Sky. I think
Sky.
it's Blue Sky.
Blue Sky Burger.
Yeah, I've eaten there quite a few times, and it's delicious.
For chain
Buns-
restaurants, I love Five Guys.
Five Guys.
Five
is
Guys
good.
is-
Five Guys is
Five
good.
Guys is
It's
good.
greasy, but it just reminds me of
How
home.
do they only? How many locations do they have? Because the only one I've seen is over by I think is it Milwaukee and
Yeah, there's one
82nd?
on Milwaukee and there's one on 19th across from Market Street.
Yeah.
Okay.
Quaker, 19th and Quaker. Schlotsky's. I like
Schlotsky's
Schlotsky's. McAllister's.
Yeah.
Ate there the other day.
Buns Over Texas is a really good burger
Buns
place.
Over Texas. We still have. Do we still have Fuddruckers? Yeah, we still have
Yeah, we
Fuddruckers.
still
don't
have
we?
Fuddruckers.
Okay.
Do we? I have not.
Yeah.
Seen,
Over there on 50th.
oh.
Or yeah, 50 something in Slide. It's just past 50th.
Red
Okay.
Robin is one of my favorite
Red
chain
Robin is
restaurants. I
pretty
love
good.
Red
I have
Robin.
I have never eaten at a Red
They
Robin.
have, if you order an entree, you get a bottomless side.
Mm-hmm. And well, I like that little strip of restaurants right there
Yes,
because it's
BJ's.
Chewy's and BJ's. I haven't tried the Cajun.
Oh, Chewy's. Oh my.
Yeah.
Do you like Chewy? To me,
Yes.
Chewy's is just too little bit like
Well,
their own entity.
but they also cut down on their menu from
Yes,
last
they
year
did.
because
Yes,
of
they
COVID,
did.
and so they don't have as many.
Yes, they
Because
did.
when they had their full menu, I mean, they had a lot of options.
But let's
Yeah.
face it, I only go to Chewy's for the chips and the
The-
jalapeno.
yes.
Oh yeah, the ranch.
The ranch, jalapeno ranch. Yeah.
Do you guys ever go to First Friday?
I don't think I've heard of that.
Sometimes.
Me and my sister used to like religiously go to First Friday, and so there were a lot of food trucks that I liked there, but they've cut back since
Yeah.
COVID. But there was a food truck called Mijos,
Mm-hmm.
and they had a elote with brisket in it, and I
Ooh.
love elote. I love brisket, so I want to take both of those.
Now, if you're adventuresome and you've got a few bucks, it is a bit pricey, but I wouldn't say it's extremely expensive. But I'm trying to remember the place. I want to say it's E&J's, but I don't think that's right. If you go out to the airport
Okay.
where the truck stop is, across from the truck stop there on 2641 and I-27 is I think it's not Me Tacos, taco something. There's a little taco shack there. Maybe it's the taco shack. But if you go down from the truck stop and start going down into the little canyon, the ravine there, is a barbecue place, and it used to be the Roadhouse way back in the day, and I can't remember what it's called now. But
I'm pretty sure it's called E&J's.
is it E&J's? Okay, I thought that's what it was. E&J's is also a good barbecue place, and they give you huge portions. I mean, it's just so much. Liao's in Plainview is really good. Trying to think.
If you want to try some like authentic ramen, there's a new shop that just opened
Yes, my
up.
son
called
was
Hawaii
telling me
Poke
about this.
And ramen.
The ramen.
Is that on
place.
9th Street?
It's right by the Tiki Shack.
Yeah,
off of
okay,
University.
yeah.
It's so good.
I'm just like, they don't have ordering online as far as my ability goes to order online. I'm sure you can, so I just get nervous to go there by myself.
Ohana's is really good.
Ohana's?
I
Yes.
love
Steakhouse.
Ohana's.
The one out by us closed. It shut down. So I don't know how many are
Actually,
left in town.
it moved over to the shopping center with
The one that where
Alamo.
the Cap Rock Cafe's at. Over
Which
on
the-
80. What was Cap Rock? It was the 82nd Slide, right, Silas? That Cap Rock Cafe that I mentioned.
82nd side.
Yeah, and then it's like right next to it.
Right next
that
to it.
Ohana's.
There's that one, and then they also, I think you're talking about the Ohana's on 4th in that shopping center with
Mhm.
4th and the Frankfurt.
Yeah,
I'm
behind the
pretty
Whataburger.
Sure, yeah, I'm pretty sure it moved to Slide over by Alamo Draft House. Because I saw Ohana, like it's not open
On
yet.
North Slide? Oh, okay.
Oh,
Interesting.
speaking of Draft House, the Twisted Root.
Twisted
I've
Root.
never had
I
it.
love
is really
Twisted Root
good.
because they have buffalo.
What's the pizza place next to it?
It's
I
crust.
think.
West Crust.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Here's a restaurant that me and my dad found when he was up here one day. It's on 34th Street. It's called Tom and Bingo's. Now it's not. Now this is kind of like a small, like barbecue style, like more on the go than it is like dine-in. Even though they have a dine-in area, but it's simply like small, like little brisket or sausage, like briskets, burgers, sausage, like anything that you can think of. But they're somewhat small and they're like easy for like on the go stuff. So
Okay.
Pancake House.
Yeah.
6th and Q is real good. And next to that is what's the cat? It's the catfish place.
Riversmiths.
River Smiths. Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
River-
Also,
River Smiths
Dimba's
is
is
another good
also
one.
a great place to get catfish.
Yeah.
As far as desserts go, I'm a big fan of Jay's Creamery
Mm-hmm.
because I'm a big fan of desserts.
There's one me and my friends will go to during the semester, but I can't remember where it's at, or what the name of it is. I remember where it's at. It's like somewhere past I think it's near Slide and 92nd.
Not
I
a
want to
fan
say.
of Brahms
Really?
food,
Yeah, it's mediocre.
but the ice cream I think is okay, and the
I
fact
do
that they
too.
have a shop, where you can
Yeah.
get stuff is
I'm
kinda
a
cool.
big fan of soft serve ice cream though, so
Yes.
that's why like at Brahms it's like you get
Minchies.
like vanilla or
I like
yeah,
almond
I do like
Minchies.
Minchies.
The only thing I like about Brahms is that you can change your drink for a shake, like milkshake, and it doesn't like increase or decrease the price. It's just this, or increase the price. It's just the same.
Yeah,
It's like, would you like a drink or would you prefer a milkshake? I'm like, I'll take a milkshake on this hot day.
yeah.
So that's one of the reasons I like Brahms, but I rarely go there.
Is there a place, it could be outside of Lubbock, that is just like the best food in the world that you can remember?
Oh, okay. There's one in Cleveland, called Melt Bar and Grill, and they just specialize in just various different types of grilled cheese.
Wow.
Ooh.
It is my favorite place to go whenever my family goes to Cleveland.
Nice. I'm trying to think. One of my favorite experiences, and I haven't gotten really to experience it with Alma Draft House, but I love dine-in theaters. And so there's one back home that I love. They have like the best chicken sandwiches.
Back in my undergraduate days,
Mm-hmm.
some friends of mine, we would go to, what was it called? It was the restaurant up in Reunion Tower there in Dallas,
Mm-hmm.
and we actually got in there on we knew the maitre d',
Yeah.
and we would just show up and he would get us a table. We showed up on Mother's Day one day. The line was, there was a line up in the restaurant, and then there was a line at the bottom to get on the elevator to go up to the restaurant, and we
Yeah.
managed to get up there and he got us a table. It was great.
I've never eaten there. Like I've
Well,
lived
you
Dallas.
can't now because
Yeah.
it's closed. They went through like 2 different owners, and then COVID finally killed them. But that was always a really great place to eat because it was a revolving restaurant.
Yeah.
The big ball,
Yeah.
the tower. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Reunion Tower. So that was a good place we'd always go.
You
what
guys
else?
ever been to like a Brazilian steakhouse?
Yes, in fact, there used to be one here in Lubbock,
Yeah.
out on 82nd, and it shut down.
Too bad.
I'm trying to
yeah.
think where it was I ate. That was really, really good.
I remember the Brazilian steakhouse because that's probably the only place outside of a Las Vegas buffet where they had just full trays of bacon and like
Wow,
several of them.
yeah.
So they had different kinds of bacon, just full trays of, and I'm just like, okay, you had me at bacon. I'm just going to eat this.
Right.
I don't care what
Yeah.
you get.
Yeah.
Mine isn't really a restaurant, but in Sonora, there's a husband and wife, and they have a food business. Like they do brisket, so they do like barbecue and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was in a wedding this weekend, and they actually catered for the rehearsal dinner. And so it was like, brisket and sausage and potato salad, and they make it all themselves. And that's honestly, I mean, if I had, I would say like my Uncle Curtis and all them make pretty good food. But as far as like business-wise, that is probably some of the best food I've ever had. And they do it all the time. So like, you can always order from them. So
Do they have a name for their business, or is it just
probably. I just know
Just
her by
them,
I just know
yeah.
her by Lynn.
She
and
takes one
so
bite of the brisket, and then it's like, oh.
I just know her by Lynn, because I mean she's in Sonora, so she watched me grow up or whatever. So
Cattle Barons, that was a place I couldn't think
Oh.
of. They had a pretty good salad bar, but they closed.
Oh.
So it was okay. They had okay
Oh.
steaks. Yeah.
Oh.
There's
Kegel's out on West 19th.
What do they sell?
It's a steak place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a steak place, and they do some barbecue, but I think mostly steaks. They're okay. What's the place in Levelland? There's an Italian place in Levelland, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's spectacular. And then there's another place in Levelland where you can get breakfast burritos the size of a football, and it's they renamed it. I can't think of the new name. In fact, I can't even remember the old name. But yeah, it's still there, and yeah, gangbuster business. And then I missed the pie shop there in Levelland.
Yeah.
We would go eat at the one place, not Richie's, what was it called? We would eat breakfast burritos, and then we'd go downtown to the square and just walk around because there was shops on the square, and then we'd go into the pie shop and then just eat ourselves sick with pie. and then try to get back into Lubbock before the sugar coma hit. So, but yeah, it was good. It was always good. Level Inn's they've got some pretty good grub there.
Sounds like it.
Another great one. It's not really a restaurant, but the Slayton Bakery is
The Slayton Bakery is really
fantastic.
good.
Okay.
There was one place. Now I don't know if it's still in business because of COVID, but before I came up to Lubbock when I was in high school, after almost every like basketball game that I had, or like basketball game that we had, or me or my brother would have there, we would go to this one place or one like, it's like an old school old school American style. So it was like burgers, fries, like catfish, chicken, like all that. But they had a buffet, and so the waiter or whoever waited on you would say, "Would you like to order from the
Copper
menu?"
Caboose?
No, it wasn't called the Caboose. This was like their local restaurant in Fairfield, Texas, which is
Fairfield. So.
yeah, East Texas. So I can't remember the name of it. And my mom's probably gonna, or my grandmother's probably gonna kill me for that in the comments section. But yeah, they had a really good buffet, and they had some really really good chicken fried steak.
Skyview's restaurant.
Oh, I've only been there once.
Really?
And I don't think my experience was as good as it could have been because it was like it was just for school, and so they just kind
Right.
of had like a little buffet.
Well, they
out,
have
but-
remodeled.
Okay.
They have completely remodeled the restaurant, and it opens back in August.
Okay.
So I think they're only serving pizza for delivery right now or takeout. But once their buffet comes back, I think it's coming back in August, and I can't wait. I've been waiting for them to open all
All
COVID.
right.
So
Do we have any closing thoughts on today's pod, Dammit, or any final restaurants that the world must know about? No. All right. So just a little heads up. There's going to be pod. Dammit's going to go on a hiatus for a little bit because of our little 4th of July vacation and Raiderland experience. But we will be back and better than ever. Brand new. Probably going to bring you some astrology topics. Talk about the ocean one day. I think that would be a good one because that definitely has a lot of mysteries within it. But anyways, thank you guys for joining in today. I'm Perry Jacobs.
Caitlin.
DG.
Austin.
And Silas.
Make sure to stay tuned for the rest of our shows this week and have a great summer. Hags!